Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Well, today, look no more. We are going to take a look at a film with much strangeness and Halloween galore. Ghosts, skeletons, ghouls, and monsters of all kinds. Everything in sight coming out to blow our minds. Today with this film we begin, about a story of a skeleton man so kind and true, as he finds the meaning of Christmas and Halloween all for you. Okay, I'm not going to be speaking in rhyme throughout this whole video, but what I am going to do now is begin my retrospective on one of my all-time favorite movies and musicals, The Nightmare Before Christmas. What can I say about this film that hasn't already been said? It really is just one of those fun and amazing classics that are so rare in film these days. Created and produced by Tim Burton, directed by Henry Selick, and composed by Danny Elfman, it is truly great. As I said back in my short review of the film, it started out as a poem that Tim Burton had written back when he was working for Disney as an animator. The poem was heavily influenced by Dr. Seuss's writing style, as well as said writer's famous Christmas story, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Only, Tim Burton took this and the movie in a different direction. Instead of the main character hating Christmas, he loves it, and he wants to try it for himself and take it over in that sense because he loves it. That was a neat spin on the original Christmas special we all grew up with. Also, as I mentioned, Tim Burton's short film Vincent, a tribute to many German art styles as well as the ever-awesome Vincent Price, became the primary inspiration for what the movie became. It wasn't until the early 90s, a couple of years before the movie's release, that a movie adaptation of Tim Burton's poem was being made. And here we have the holiday classic, the ever-first feature-length, stop-motion film, The Nightmare Before Christmas. We all know the story by now. Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, is bored with his life and doing the same old thing year after year. But then he stumbles upon the holiday doors, and when he ends up falling through the Christmas door, he ends up in Christmas Town, discovering the holiday for the first time. This also marked the first time one of the holiday worlds ever discovered another, let alone the holiday doors themselves. He immediately is drawn to it all and loves Christmas for the amazing joy and wonder it brings, such a refreshing feeling from Halloween, so he introduces the townsfolk of Halloween Town about Christmas to try to get them to see it the way he does. Unfortunately, this doesn't go as well as he thinks, but it gets everyone enthusiastic. However, it's not enough, and Jack soon concludes that the greatest way to understand Christmas is to celebrate it. No, to take it over completely and make Christmas their own. Oh, but disaster is soon to follow in his plan. Basically, that's the movie in a nutshell. We all know by now that the movie is a classic. Maybe at the time it didn't earn as much love or recognition as it could have. This is of course mostly due to parents who just don't have a clue of what kids can handle, and certainly because the Disney Renaissance at the time, with the grossing films higher than you can imagine in comparison to this. On top of that, it wasn't even completely released under Disney at the time, but under its subsidiary company, Touchstone Pictures. Which also had produced another favorite film of mine. But we'll get to that one another time. But despite that, it was definitely the first feature-length stop-motion animated film, so it is good to give credit where it's due. Ever since its first release, it's gained cult status and has grown far more popular as the years went by. This only escalated especially with the re-release of the film in 3D, as well as 2 video game spin-offs that served as both a prequel and a sequel to the film respectively, but we'll get to those later. Next video, we'll delve into the characters. See you next time!